to protect Kenyans from high cost of living. In fulfillment of this responsibility, the government last month reduced VAT on petroleum prices by 8%. The government also utilized the Petroleum Development Levy to stabilize fuel prices. This is high. Consequently, the government last night took additional measures to remedy the situation by reducing the price of diesel by 10 shillings per litre. The government also took the same step based on the negotiations that took place yesterday to rationalize the prices of kerosene and diesel by increasing the price of diesel by 38 shillings to avoid adulteration as requested by the stakeholders in the transport sector. Understandably, the state had requested for a reduction of 46 shillings, and they are still agitating for further reduction despite the 10 shillings reduction that happened last night. Following a consultation meeting this morning between the government and the representatives, it was agreed that, that there was need for negotiations between the government and the stakeholders at a high level, and that those negotiations must be undertaken within the next 1 week. That in the interceding period between now and Tuesday, 26th May, for a period of 1 week to provide an avenue for consultation, negotiation between the government and the stakeholders. The public transport sector stakeholders also condemned incidences of violence and destruction witnessed yesterday in some parts of the country and completely dissociate themselves from them. And they are not part and parcel of any kind of violence that happened. The government remains fully committed to addressing concerns raised by Kenyans at all times and calls for peaceful and legal means for airing the various grievances. And to confirm that this was, I'd like to call Mr. Mukabane. There will be three colleagues who are in the meeting will say a few words of confirmation of this statement before Waziri Wandayi can close for us this press conference.
We first would like to apologize to our customers who have been inconvenienced by the strike that was inevitable. Two, it is true that we've had serious consultations from yesterday, and today we have just had a breakthrough, not because we are satisfied, but we want to give negotiations a chance. So we are waiting for negotiations at the high level, but we would like to let the customers and those who we work with understand that if this is not taken serious, within the 7 days that we have given, the strike will be back. Thank you very much. Yeah. My name is Kushan Mushiri. I'm the CEO, Federation of Public Transport Sector, FPTS, and the National Chairman for the Association of Matatu Transport Owners, AMTO. Today, as much as we would have been happy to say that we got the 46 shillings that we were seeking, we are also glad that at least negotiations have started in earnest. Well noted by government. And had this unfortunately, so on behalf of the Federation of Public Transport Sector and Association of Matatu Transport Owners, mine is to urge all our membership, our drivers, our conductors, to resume operations effective immediately so that we can be able to assist our Kenyans continue with their normal running of their normal activities. But we want to assure our members that within the next 7 days, we shall have done the best of negotiations, and I believe by the time we come back here, we will come with a good solution. And I am happy our able governors are take us seriously. So asante sana, Mungu awabariki.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Albert Karagacha. I'm the president of Matatu Owners Association. We want to urge our members, wherever they are, to go back to work. We've come up with something whereby next week, I think there'll be something coming up. So we urge them to go back to work. And we want to thank the government. We are going to work very closely, and we've agreed to form a committee which is going to look into other issues related to the transport sector, mostly on PSV, because we've been having so many issues on insurance. We've been having issues on traffic matters, corruption. So we thank the minister. We are going to work very closely with his office to make sure that we enable the transport sector to grow. Thank you.
Let me say this. Let me start by confirming that indeed we have got the white smoke. We have had very, very candid deliberations with the leadership of the public sector transport operators since yesterday. Those deliberations have been concluded this morning, and I must confirm that they have been concluded successfully. As a matter of fact, due to the situation that currently obtains in the Middle East, and bearing in mind that Kenya remains a net importer of petroleum products, the government, conscious of the difficulties that the public continues to endure following the skyrocketing of petroleum product prices, has taken very, very deliberate measures. On the matter of subsidy alone, between last month and this month, those two pricing cycles, the government has applied some 13.9 billion shillings to manage the cost of these petroleum products. Last night's reduction by 10 shillings on the cost of diesel per liter alone took some 2.7 billion shillings. And therefore, that is a demonstration of the fact that the government continues to be sensitive to the plight of Kenyan petroleum consumers. And that is going to be the case even going forward. I must thank the public sector transport operators for their understanding and for accepting to work closely with the government during these very difficult times, and for accepting to call off the strike as we engage in further negotiations with a view to stabilizing the situation across the country. So thank you very much.
My name's Dennis Kilia.